Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm going to kind of be giving you the update from my lipo bumps and lumps video. It makes me think of bumps and a bump, bumps and a bump. Hot the girls with the bumps and a bump. That's MC Hammer. So this is just an update from that video. I have been working rigorously to try and get the lumps and bumps out of my belly. I do want to show you guys what I've been doing. But first I need to make sure you guys fully understand what this is. I'm not a massage therapist, practitioner in any way, shape or form, no lymphatic drainage, nothing, no sculpting this, no, none of that. I am just trying to figure out what would work best for my body. These are the things that have been working for me, and if you find that some of it might work for you, then great. You know, you should do whatever you can to make your situation better. I also want to say that this is me over a year post-op, okay, you guys? So if you are still within the first 6 months, I think you need to just maybe go see your surgeon or massage therapist. You definitely don't need to go the route that I'm going. I put in the extra time and extra effort into my own body, okay? So that's disclaimer number 2. I'm not a massage therapist, and this is not for people who are within like the first 6 months or anything like that, or whenever. I feel like if it's easier for you to just go see a therapist, and just go see a therapist and see what they can do for you, because there are some therapists who will work on bodies who are further out post-op. But if you just want to figure it out for yourself, like myself, then here we are. Also, I do plan on going back for lipocavitation, and that leads me into my next point. So you want to make sure you know what's going on with your stomach. You could still have fluid inside your body. It could be uneven lipo. You could have loose skin. There could be a lot of things going on, not just fibrosis. And so I think I have a little bit of everything happening in my body still. It is minimizing now, I must say. It is kind of going away, thank God. But I think you need to make sure you are clear on what exactly is happening in your body before you start to do any technique, because you want to make sure that you're not making it worse instead of making it better. These are some of the things that I've been doing. I want to mention that I recently picked up a cupping machine, and it's not electric or anything like that. It's just a pump. But basically what I found is that through some other practitioners that I've been looking into and researching and watching and kind of watching their technique, this is a technique that they use to try and break up some of that fibrosis. So I did buy a cupping machine, and then I did purchase some more lymphatic drainage drops. So this is not the kind that I purchased right after my surgery. The kind that I purchased after my surgery, they're currently sold out. So I purchased this as a backup, and I do like how it works. So I will be purchasing again if I feel like I need it. But I'm just trying to work everything kind of out of my body. I feel like I finally understand exactly what I did wrong. Let me make it clear to anybody who didn't see my lumps and bumps video. I did get all of my massages, okay? I did wear my faja, I compressed. I didn't wear it for the full 6 months after. I'm not like, oh my gosh, I didn't do anything and here I am. No. This is basically everything that I've been doing, and I want to share it with you because I feel like if you are where I am, which is over a year post-op, and if you have any lumps and bumps, you're probably getting frustrated. You probably feel like, damn, like what I do wrong, I don't know. I just know at this point, I'm trying to figure out how to make it better. And so these are some of the things that I've done to try and make it all smooth and nice. So that's pretty much it for this part. I do want to stress again that this takes time. I know a lot of people were asking like, hey, is there an update? Is there an update? I don't think that this is going to be over in like a day or a week or a couple weeks or anything like that. I think it takes a lot of time to kind of rework these areas that have kind of formed where they think they should be. And the reason why I say that is because I have done a lot, okay, on my stomach. Like I have done so much like massage and just all of these different tools that I've been using. I've been doing a lot of this, and it takes time to see even the faintest of difference. So, and I think that has everything to do with me being over a year post-op. So you have to remember that in this process. I would suggest don't rush it. Just get into a groove, put it into your routine, put it into your self-care routine. Make this a habit until you see that it's lessening. And once you see that, oh, okay, I'm rubbing this area and this is actually still soft from yesterday, because these are some of the things that I'm noticing. This area is still soft. You just kind of want to like gauge your body and see what's working, but you definitely do not want to expect to see results, permanent results, after a couple massages, after doing any of these things just a couple of times. So this is what I think is working for me. Do I think you need all of this stuff? No, I don't think you need every single thing. I do think you should kind of just gauge and see what works for you. I don't mind investing in these tools because I feel like I probably should continue to do some of these things anyways. I need a body massager, hello. And I definitely don't mind anything that's gonna work out muscles and things like that, like I'm working out. So, and I am back in the gym, and that's been a journey in itself. I'm going through a whole transformation right now, but I have to say I'm loving every single bit of it. And I'm like discovering self and just a lot. But overall, what I've done is I've kind of found this to be a part of my self-care routine. It's a part of me taking care of myself. And it's a part of me appreciating my body, because I don't want to go through another surgery unnecessarily. So this is what I'm doing for me. Anyways, I'm stop talking. Let me show you guys what works for me. All right, guys, so this is my belly. This is how it's currently looking. I don't know if you guys can see much of a difference, but there's definitely a big difference. I'm gonna show you the hand stuff first, and then I'll show you the techniques with the different machines that I'm using. So one of them is the skin rolling. So one of them is you take your skin and you just kind of roll it. You roll it all the way across. Now, as you can see, like I said, I have fibrosis in some places up here, so it's not that easy to roll it. That area has gotten easier to roll. This is the harder way for me to roll. So I also roll up. So I'll take like my skin down here and I'll just roll it up. And I can actually feel like some popping and stuff like that. And I think that that's some of how I determine whether or not it's working. And so I just do that all the way across. I mean, all the way up. And you just want to pull it. Another thing you can do is take your skin and then this is I think called the pincer grip, and then you pull it and you just kind of like, you know, you just pull it. So I don't like that one too much because like I said, I got 2 new stretch marks and I have a lot already, so it's not that big of a deal, but I don't want any more stretch marks, okay? I also looked at adhesions because adhesions are a form of scar tissue, and most of what you'll find about that is going to be, you know, people who went and got surgery for other reasons, obviously not cosmetic. This is one of the things that they do to try and break up adhesions, and the reason why I started to do this is because I realized that in one of my fibrosis areas, and I'll show you that now, I believe that I made it worse because I think I made the fibrosis relapse. I was deep tissue massaging that area, and that's why it's so dark now, I believe. I think it's bruised. And every time I would deep tissue it out, it would get all soft, and next thing you know, the fibrosis was right back, meaning it was hard all over again. So I had to find another way to do this, and the best way that I've been able to do it is this adhesion massage that I saw from a massage therapist on YouTube. So I will show you guys what she does now. This is the area that has kind of like the hard area. Now this I can even grab like this now. I couldn't do that before. This right here where you see it's nice and dark, and you know it's got like the discoloration. Excuse me, and when I go like this, you can kind of see the different textures under the skin. So what she does is she'll take like maybe her middle fingers from both hands, and then you press in, and then you massage in opposite directions, okay? And you can run up that whole area wherever you're having the situation, the fibrosis, adhesion, whatever you want to call it, the scar tissue, the hard parts, whatever. And I'll do the same thing right next to it. And you're also stretching. So you're going in, doing these circular motions, and then you're stretching. So you're pulling the areas apart. So, and then I would definitely just roll it after, because you just kind of want to even out that area. I think that that's one of the issues that I had too. It's not just kind of evening out my skin or what's underneath the skin. So that's what I do in this area, and it's become much softer. So the first thing I do is I start with my heating pad, and I leave that on for about maybe 10 minutes before I start anything. What I do is I use the massager. I use this and I go around in circles all over my front abdomen and lower belly area. Then I like to go in the direction towards my lymph node. So now I'm going to use the roller, and I again roll in the direction of my lymph nodes. Now you guys, I'm just basically using the same strategy that my massage therapist would use. Whenever she massages towards the lymph nodes in the upper vaginal area, and then of course the ones in the armpit. So that's how she would massage to make sure the lymph drainage was going in the right direction. Okay, so this is the new cupping system that I just got. So I'm going to show you guys how I put it on when I just leave it on for 10 minutes at a time. I didn't show you guys, I don't know why, how I kind of run it across my skin, but I guess you can kind of get the gist. I literally just put it on, but not as much suction, and just run it across my skin as well. But this is me putting it together, and then I'm going to show you guys what it looks like. According to another massage therapist, this is what it looks like when it's fibrosis. It all won't suck out into like a perfectly round circle. You see that dent right there? That's how I know that that area is fibrosis. That's according to another therapist that I had followed and saw online. So I basically put it on, and I'll leave it on for 10 minutes at a time in certain sections. This particular set actually came with, I don't know, maybe 15 different suction cups. So I put on more than one at a time, and I leave it there. That's what I normally do. So now for the high frequency wand. So I have taken a piece of cheesecloth, and I have tied it up with a hair tie and put it on top of the nozzle. If you've already purchased this system, you know there's many systems. Use the circular one. All right, so I kind of divide in my mind my whole abdomen area into 4 sections and just work those 4 sections. I do it just like this in circular motions at first. And then if you use this, then you know that if you hold it just slightly away from the skin, then you'll get kind of a zap. And so that's what I do when I do the up and down motion. So here we are now in the pumping section. So this is another thing that my therapist used to tell me to do. And she basically would say you need to pump the lymph nodes in your upper vaginal area 15 times, as well as your armpits 15 times. That's just to kind of activate the lymph node system. And then you rub in the direction of your lymph nodes. So from your lower waist down towards the top of your vagina, and then from the upper part of your belly button up towards your armpits. So this is another strategy that I saw a massage therapist use. She cups her hand right there at the top of her hip muscle, just cups it inside and then pushes away, and does that on both sides 5 to 7 times. And then she does the same thing underneath the rib cage. She takes her hand one over the other, puts it over the belly, and takes a deep breath through the nose and then out through the mouth, and then you push into your stomach as you are breathing out. Okay, and that is pretty much it for this video. I'll leave the links to everything that I purchased. It's all from Amazon. I'll leave it all linked below. If you have any questions, leave them below. If you have any comments, leave them below. And I'll just kind of follow up as I see fit, or as I see changes or anything like that. But this is the gist of it for me. So, and this is how much change I've seen and experienced so far. So I'll see you guys in the next video, and good luck on your post-op healing journey. Bye.